Denis Suarez struggling to get into it. A couple of loose touches from him. He's 23 now. You don't get too many opportunities to make your mark at Barcelona.
Well, interesting to see the president, Bartomeu, when Valverde was appointed, he did stress that he promotes young players. So that was one of the reasons they appointed him. Never finished lower than 7th in the table with Athletic Bilbao in his previous job. Worked under Johan Cruyff when he was a player at Barca as well, so I'm sure he learned a few things from him.
Yes, they've certainly watched his progress over the years elsewhere. He had 2 spells in Greece, actually, at Olympiacos as well. Built his reputation. But it's like being given the keys of the kingdom, isn't it, to get this job with this group of players. Still got to manage them all. Luis Enrique's tenure was not straightforward. It never is at a big club.
Might be all they need though as well. Barcelona, Enrique had 3 years in the job, didn't do too badly overall in fairness, and maybe a change of voice will do the team good this season. Different approach.
Well, I think it's also a job that leaves the man in charge exhausted after 3 years. It's so demanding. Nelson Semedo. Arda Turan gets a throw, and a friendly little salute from Chiellini. Looks like it's going to be Dybala here for Juventus, and Cuadrado helpfully standing in the camera shot.
And Douglas Costa as well, debut for him. So Juve should have a lot more to offer in attack now as Higuain enters as well.
They've engaged in damage limitation a little bit after the carnage of the first half. Now they'll hope to put on a few players who can do a bit of damage going the other way. Bentancur off.
A bit of a tough introduction for Bentancur, but he has good pedigree. Got to the a long way in the World Under-20 Cup as well. Scored in a penalty shootout against Venezuela in the semi-finals, but Uruguay losing out.
Alexandro is on at left back. Higuain up top. Cuadrado down the right. Dybala in behind the main striker, and Douglas Costa on the left. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it might tip the scales a little bit in this game, because they've emptied their bench and unleashed a full arsenal as well of attacking talents. Really interesting to see how Douglas Costa gets on.
Broke for Luis Suarez. Arda Turan. Sergio Roberto made a very good run. It wasn't picked out. Elena has it now. Jordi Alba. Regathered by Sergio Busquets. Denis Suarez. Barca looking for a handball then. Won back again by Sergio Busquets. And Suarez does not get the free kick. Alexandro for Juve. To Dybala. Bit more like it. I would say, if I was a Juventus fan coming to this carnival, Mark, I would have liked to have seen all the main men on from the start for Juve.
Yeah, I guess we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. There may be a good reason why some of these players are only getting half an hour. It would have been an even better match, perhaps. a couple of those guys on. I think Douglas Costa's a good signing for Juve. Here he is on the ball.
Picked out a decent ball to Dybala. Citizen equal to it. It was on target. And the new men, the main men up front, wasting little time, making an impact.
Yeah, Dybala got a couple of goals against Barcelona in the Champions League quarter-finals. And already getting a shot away.
And there's a very big Juve following here. And they've got something to shout about, and Chiellini has scored.
Yeah, Dybala got 2 against Barcelona in that Champions League quarter-final. Chiellini got the other goal in that 3-0 win for Juve, and a thumping header here means it's game on.
Got up above Marlon, and in between him and Nelson Semedo.
Yeah, great delivery from the corner. Slightly worrying from a Barca point of view. Chiellini is very good in the air, but the 2 defenders maybe could have done a bit better there.
The goal 62 refers to the minute, not the number of goals he's got in his whole career. I don't think you needed explaining actually, but what's rare is beautiful. Denis Suarez gives it away again. There's been quite a change in the plot here. Barcelona have not had a shot here second half yet. Obviously that miss by Arda Turan from no range at all, but I think it kind of proves the point. Forward by Nelson Semedo.
I think they had 11 shots in the first half. They were swarming all over Juve. Different game now though. Less experienced Barcelona team. Douglas Costa setting up a goal, or a chance that led to a goal in the end already. On loan from Bayern Munich. They apparently spent about €6 million just to have him for the year. I think he could be a very good signing. He'll just give them that extra edge in attack. You could really see in the Champions League final, once Real Madrid got back in front, Juve offered very little.
Well, a potentially very potent pairing between these two, Alexandro and Douglas Costa. Switch by Pjanic. Cut out by Denis Suarez. Elena goes over, gets a free kick for Barca.
I don't think Douglas Costa did all that badly at Bayern Munich. Signed for 30 million by Pep Guardiola. And Ribery and Robin in front of him.
Luis Suarez trying to trick his way past Chiellini. Chiellini wasn't having it. Titi, Jordi Alba. Titi has to go back for it. Carlos Elena. Arda Turan looking for Suarez. It's over his head. Very coolly done by De Sciglio. Douglas Costa.
got the best of balls that time, but you can see every time he gets it, head up, trying to create something. As I mentioned, Robin and Ribery ahead of him. Ribery 10 years at Bayern, royalty in Bavaria at this stage. Tough competition for the Brazilian.
Always intense, of course. Bayern not at their best in this International Champions Cup so far, beaten on penalties by Arsenal after dominating the game, in fairness, but no match for Milan in Shenzhen earlier today. Different time zone, of course.
Milan have signed some good players ahead of the new season. Bonucci, of course, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Bayer Leverkusen.
Jordi Alba with the pullback, and it's fired over the top of the bar. Very presentable chance. More than that, really, squandered by Denis Suarez. And I mentioned he's just struggling, isn't he?
Yeah, lovely ball over the top. The cutback was perfect as well. Nice first touch, and really when he had the time to size up that shot, he should at least hit the target.
Problem I think he's got is that, you know, he did have a chance last season. He started 12 games in La Liga and was involved in 26. Sergio Roberto, stock in trade for him. He loves a tackle. Good tackle it was too. An enforcer. Like it's Mehdi Benadi has gone off here. Reunited with Douglas Costa this season, of course. Mondragon is on. They were together at Bayern a year or two ago. Pjanic. Nice ball to Cuadrado. Higuain wanted it fed to him quickly. It didn't come. Cuadrado still. Pjanic again, he's picked out one or two good balls, hasn't he? And putting Jordi Alba under pressure. Higuain forcing the corner, much better from Juventus.
Higuain given out to Cuadrado after that for taking so long.
But they're forcing the issue, and they didn't do that in the first half, and paid for it.
Certainly looking more potent in attack as well. Fans getting behind them now. Scored from the last corner kick.
Firm headed by Sergio Busquets. Douglas Costa. Again, he's all a dither Denis Suarez, isn't he? I'm afraid. Gave it away very cheaply then. Umtiti half clear. Again, Pjanic in the right place. Dybala has it. Thought we might have seen a little Redondo there in the corner, actually.
We thought about it. Now it's Barca's turn to struggle a little bit to clear their lines in this second half.
Douglas Costa, that's not his best ball. Alexandro can't get there. Cleared by Semedo, nice weight on it. Arda Turan. Carlos Elena. Suarez doing his best to get involved again. Luis Suarez trying to barrel his way through.
Well, he went down in a heap straight away, putting his hand up in the air, and a clash with Chiellini. Those two have just a bit of history.
every time he throws himself like that, he belongs in the circus. But I think there was contact there, wasn't there? And that is actually going to hurt.
It should be okay to continue, though. Some people, especially in Europe, question the wisdom of these teams having friendlies in far-flung places, but certainly on the basis of this game, you can see why. Quite apart from anything for the thousands in the ground, it's a great spectacle and chance to see their heroes.
Crowd have absolutely loved it, yeah, loved it.
I think the players probably feed off it as well in such a big stadium against the quality side in front of them. They can't help but get into the game. Certainly this has been high quality stuff for the most part.
Pjanic. Juventus still in touch.
Szczesny's had very little to do in this second half.
Well, one lucky escape. I suppose he was blameless had Arda Turan turned it in as he should have done. Considering how that they were battered first half when Buffon was in goal, this could be quite a change. Nelson Semedo is so quick, incidentally, the new right back here. I'd quite like to see a race between him and Alexandro over 60 metres.
Dani Alves, who had a great year with Juventus last season, having left Barcelona.
Sergio Roberto, score of that famous goal, the last one of the 6, as they rescued it against Paris Saint-Germain. Elena, 19, the boy wearing 16, looking very comfortable, the 19-year-old. Nice step over by Denis Suarez, and Szczesny, safe, secure.
Well, that was more like it. Lovely step over here. Suarez with the first time ball back in. Easy enough save in the end.
I suppose Juventus will have hoped to weaken one of their biggest rivals, their nearest chasers of last season, Roma, by taking their goalkeeper.
Yeah, played every game in the league as well for Roma, did Szczesny. I think they're going to have a few rivals this season. Serie A shaping up to be very